But what you see here is wet wood, a camper's nightmare. But there are ways to find dry wood even in the rain. You can look for, even find tinder in places on the ground that have been sheltered from the rain. You look under logs, look under hanging branches, fallen branches, just like on the bottom side of that. Could possibly be some dry tinder that hadn't gotten exposed to the rain, like on the bottom side of this log here. You're more apt to find dry firewood and tinder under things like that. Things that block the wood you're looking for from the rain and the wet. Be creative and find your dry wood. Some of these stumps here and logs here, you can cut down in the middle of them and you'll find some dry wood down in there. You have to dig in there a while. You can see that's rotten on top, but probably up in that hollow there, you could get some dry wood out of that. Good example of what I was saying earlier about finding dry wood under there, that big log there. I just pulled a piece of bark out off the bottom side of it, which is dry. That's dry wood right there. On top, that's wet wood. You could dig down in there. You see down in there, there's no water been on that. You can dig around down in there and find some dry firewood underneath part of this large tree. Cut into the bottom part of that, you'll find some dry firewood to burn.
Right there.
There's another spot. Prime example of dry. See the difference there in the color? You can get some dry kindling from right under there. Dry little small branches all up in there. That's what you look for, things like that. You will always be able to find something dry in the forest if you look for it. You know where to look. That's a perfect example right there. Here's another example of dry. See that line right through there under that tree? That's where the rain hadn't hit. On the bottom side of that tree falling over there, you can get some dry firewood and dig it around in there. But I just wanted to show you how to find dryness in the middle of wet. Right in there. Another good example of completely dry tinder and kindling right in there. All the way down that log. Cut those green leaves in front of it out. Even dig up under there into the log itself. But you can see right there, that's dry. Probably enough to make a bird's nest out of. All the backside of bark on trees. Like that tree right there. Completely dry on the backside of that bark. Good example of dry fire material right there. It's all over the place. You just look for it. Like I said, find you an evergreen tree that you find a knot on it, or down close to the base, or where a limb connects, and you'll find your rosin, turpentine. When you're in dry conditions and you know it's going to get wet, and you're in the woods and you need to start a fire, then you're going to Need to be very quick about gathering dry firewood and cover it up with a tarp, or go to the deepest wooded canopy you can find and gather as much dry firewood, kindling, tinder as you possibly can. And keep it dry. It could save your life if you're out in the wilderness or in situations you actually need to stay dry. If you're in deep forest, got a good heavy canopy over you, you got probably 30 minutes or so when a decent rain before it begins to fall through and saturate the ground. So it's got to be creative, be proactive, not reactive in a situation. 10 or 15 minutes in a situation like that could save your life if you were in a situation where you were going to have a fire to stay warm. Sometimes there's no time to waste. You got to do it. Get it done.